Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot. I drove away from my Wi-Fi. So silly. All right, where's my restream? Here it is. The chat open. Plug the fan back in. We gotta run a fan on this Osmo so it doesn't overheat while we're doing stuff here. Come on, track me. There it goes. Alright, let's get chat open on the phone again. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that for anyone who was interested in watching me drive or anything. I just completely drove away from the Wi-Fi. I wasn't thinking. Alright, back to work. Back to work we go. I got another charging block. It was like a couple bucks. Nothing too bad. Yeah, sip over all these jugs of water. Cords. Alright. Here we go. Set this here for a second. There I am. Hello. Alright. Fix that down because I forgot I pulled that one out to show you the engine. Alright, let's see here. New block. Let's plug this in. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, well, I got Starlink. I have internet everywhere I go. I love to hear. I didn't bring the Starlink in the car with me. Grr. Grr, 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 grr. But, I don't know. If you guys don't know me, which you know, how would you? One thing you should know, I don't know anything. Alright. Well, I do know I had quite a few chatters, and I think I lost them when I drove away, but it is what it is. With any luck, anyone that's actually interested will filter back in. Okay. So my raw water intake is in there. What I'm thinking. Oh, hi guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love. Alright, so let me get this camera flipped this direction real quick. Point it down here. And then what I'm about to do is go crawl into that side of the engine bay and start working. So I can see you, you can see me, I can do what I need to be doing. I am not at sea yet, no. We are on the hard here in North Carolina. Can you hear me from there? Can you hear me well? I don't know. Yeah, Ashley, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Where are you guys at? You anywhere on the route on the ICW from here down to Key West, Florida, where I'm heading back to next? Where's that from? My mom? Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Tony. Yeah, I've got, I guess now I have 5 wireless mics. I don't have any of them here with me. 3 of them are back in the Florida Keys. Forgot to bring them. The other 2 are in the hotel room as well last night. Brought them here too. Well, maybe they were in the car. Maybe I didn't. But I'll check on that next time I go to the car. Alright, so what I need to do is get this ready to suck water out of this hose instead of through the seacock on the bottom. Open that now. This one shut on the seacock. There we go. So now in theory, the raw water intake will suck out through the hose into this here. Wait for my restream to catch up so I can see where it's actually pointed. Yeah, there. So I need, this is the raw water intake filter. Got these valves here set up, opened, and the other one's closed. I'm assuming on means it's open. We'll find out if that's right or not at some point. What I want to do is kind of prime this filter off. See if I can put some water in there to start with. Not sure how to do that. And then we're also hoping the impeller and the water pump are good. Right? We don't know. We don't know if they work until we try firing it up. But we can't try firing it up until we have all the safety systems in place to do so, right? Sorry. You guys back on me again? Alright. Oh, I cut my leg somehow. Ooh, and the diesel from when I bled this is seeping into the cut in my leg. Delicious. You guys definitely want to see that. It's nothing too bad. This diesel slick from when I drained this filter to make sure there's no water in it about earlier today. It's all over my leg. It's sterilizing my wound, hopefully. I do have some first aid kits, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, how do I... if you're trying to watch this to see someone that knows what they're doing, you can give you a good tutorial on how to fix all this stuff. Check back with me in about 6 months, so I might know what I'm doing by then. If you want to watch a guy figure it out, and maybe you know better and you can tell me in chat what I'm doing wrong, or what I should do instead, or how to do it right, or just your recommendations, like, please do. Like, don't be afraid, even if you're wrong too, you know what I mean? Like, we'll figure this out together, guys, alright? Your input is more valuable than you will ever know. So Tony, where do you live? Where are you at? Okay, well. Turn that back up so it's not tripping. This one's tight too. Okay. This hose has spring in it, but that's fine, I think. Okay, so this is where we're going to do a. Okay. Well, the fan battery just fell into the engine compartment bilge, which I'm not certain how clean that is or isn't down there. So we'll figure that out when we can. Alright, let's. No, that's up, down a little bit. Down a little more. Wait for the stream to catch up so I can see where this is really pointing. Alright. So this is our pump. I have another diesel pump I bought. Also DC powered and all that good stuff, right? Ooh, okay. Look at this. We got a. Is that on camera? No, it's not. Okay. Wrong way. So we gotta resplice this. Which is fine. I've got plenty of electrical tools to do that here. So here I put this ground back on. To the fuel pump. But I do have another fuel pump from when I did the fuel polishing in case this isn't running anymore. And I'm told, even though I polished the fuel at the tanks, it's good to test fire through a jerry can, which, you know, it's kind of like jerry rigging it, not the reference of how jerry got named that way. Jerry rigging comes from being like cheap or something. And the jerry cans is because they eventually named the Germans the jerrys, and they had these really cool metal cans that didn't rust, and everyone really liked them. And they were doing missions to German encampments just to steal their jerry cans because they liked them so much. Cool little bit of history if you're interested in World War II history at all, or about how things got named. I think that stuff's interesting. You might as well, you might not, that's fine either way. So yeah, I need to replace this. But first I want to disconnect the main fuel system, hook up to our jerry cans for our test firing and all that stuff. Just so we know we're using good clean diesel. Because even though I polished this other diesel, it is old, it is deteriorated, all that fun stuff, right? So while we're here, let's do that. I do have a better tool for this. I have a screwdriver the right size. But this was already sitting in here, so I might as well use it, right? I didn't think about that. Alright, well, hopefully there's not too much in there. Alright. Just pour a bunch of diesel on my foot, why not? Here we go. There's a valve. Let's shut the valve up here. I'm assuming the midway section there, it means it's shut. Let's put our diesel soaked rag over here. Oh, never mind, it's all the way down the bottom bilge again. Alright, let's take this off again. Much better now that we close that valve, huh? Alright. So where? So we've got two tanks. How are they connected to each other? Okay, three. This filter goes over there, to there. This line here gets connected to right there. And where does this one or the pump go? To here. Let me turn this camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. Oh, overheated. Right. Let me go see if I can find the plug for this, and hopefully it's still, or battery pack for that, and hopefully it's still working. Oh. Slippery diesel. Alright, yeah, that splashed right into the fuel. Alright, let's see here what we can do. Get this back over here, I guess, real quick. Yes, overheating. Okay, so fan is not running. I'm going to plug it into that. Charging. Alright, yeah, oh, that is really warm. It's up to 40. Alright, so we're going to run the fan, and there's some more. Peek at chat. Alright, chats. That's fine. Wipe our face off real quick. That's right. Let's see here. Alright. Oh. So let's figure out how's the fuel getting pumped from that tank into there. I only see one pump in here. Is one of these like an out? No, those are both full. What the hell? So yeah, throw them here, throw them here. I don't think this one actually moves much. I think I should stop playing with that because I don't even know what it is. Maybe this is like the fuel that's not being used. It's pushed back out from here. Alright, hold on. Let me see here what's happening. In the pump. Alright, that's the most obvious one. No, the one from the pump is to here. Okay, fuel in, yes. Fuel out. Thank God there's these little arrows. This way, okay. Oh, there's another filter here. Let's replace that filter too. Okay, oh, what? There's another end here with nothing on it. It's also not blocked. Anyway, so it goes into here, and then through this, to here. Okay. And then this one goes back out. So does that mean this one is the flow to the other tank? Because I know that the system kind of polishes the fuel as it's using it as well. Oh. Does anyone know the answer to that question? Oh man, I don't know. Maybe Chuck will know when he gets here. I do have schematics, a little PDF manual for this engine I can try to look at. I don't really know how to read that type of technology either. Alright, so we're going to run just the fan and not charge the battery for a while, and then we'll figure out what to do after that. Because my fan block is down in that sledge. I thought the bilges were connected when I cleaned out the one. I kind of just assumed this one was getting cleaned out. I guess I should do that right now. That should be my first step. Let's clean this bilge out. It'll getting this bilge cleaned out as well will make life better for us for sure when we're working on this. Okay, my bucket is out here. Where did I put this? I'm not gonna bother bolting it in right now. Alright, yeah, let's go get camera down. Pretty fell. up on the front and you have it bolted in. Remember that, guys. That is not connected to the bilge I'm trying to get to. Great. Okay. This one is the one I already pumped out. I mean, it's dirty. It's clean still. Now it goes to work. Ready? Oh. Which means the engine, bay, compartment, room, whatever you want to call it. All on separate bilge away. This is going to be even more annoying than I thought. Get it cleaned out. Essentially the buckets up and out. Jackson sent through my stairs. I didn't even know there was water in here until the battery pack dropped for the fan that I have on the Osmo. And then I heard it splash. Otherwise, I would have done this yesterday when I was doing all. So now, our phones, we don't get this water on it. Oh, now we put this up. Here. Copy, copy. I'm not sure what NB means. Not bad? I don't know. Maybe? I guess you're saying not bad. What are you saying not bad to? I don't know. Would you like to elaborate? You're still here? I'd love to hear it. Alright. latch these before I try to climb up there. This bucket. I'm not going to. Where did I put the other stuff? I'm not going to. You want to put these in the right order. Well, nobody's safe here. With my greasy diesel hand. So, alright, we've kind of just got started. We've already got diesel in our leg and our eye. Perfect. I'll be fine. Pirate's only supposed to have one eye anyways. I guess the sooner I lose it, the better sailor I'll be, right? I'm going to throw this bucket overboard, pull these stairs out, fill it up again. It doesn't look like there's a lot in this compartment, so with any luck, that second bucket will be the last bucket. With any bad luck, maybe 4 buckets full. The bilge was like, you don't even mind that. Alright, I'll be right back. Learning. I'm stacking the stairs from bottom to top here, so just going right back, easy peasy. Hopefully. So if you're in the chat here, how'd you find this channel? Was it TikTok, Instagram? Did YouTube itself recommend it to you? Are you someone I know? Curious. Just curious. I love you either way. I think that is the last bucket we actually have to do. Again, it needs to get cleaned. It's dirty, but got the water out. So once again, I'm gonna climb on up here. This time, I'm gonna lock the stairs. No, I'm not, because I need to get into here still, right? I got a lot to do. I don't know what any of it is. But Chuck, who is a great maintenance guy, he's really good at figuring things out. He did Loctite the spark plug that was blown out of my 4Runner, 3rd gen 4Runner up in Alaska where I met him when he was doing maintenance one day. So, you know, that's... Is the streaming vertical? I don't even... Or is it in landscape? I don't know. What I'm seeing is just vertical on my preview here, I'm noticing. Let me open the YouTube. Yeah, no, YouTube was fine. Okay. Oh, thanks for the hearts, me. What? Okay. No, that's... Huh. Interesting. Well, whatever. It'll be easier to edit my shorts if it's in vertical, I guess. I don't know what setting I messed up, but it streamed horizontally yesterday. 16.9, and now we're playing 16. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Ugh. Alright, we're still not watching them because we do need to get shortly. Remember, especially on this top one, not to step on the edge here. That's how we die. As long as a couple of your toes are on this side of the waist. Let's get you back here for now. We're going to crawl back in there again and take some videos, pictures with our phone of the fuel, the way the fuel lines are routed, and confirm with my good friend Troy if my idea about the flow direction of the hoses is correct, so I can make sure I jerry-rig the jerry cans in to the pump properly. And then once we get that confirmed, we'll get all those filters replaced, and we will, well, then we'll start putting water in the trash can, I guess, after that. Yeah. We meant to climb up and over again. Oh. Some Gatorade while I was doing that. USB Type-C block. So on our phone, try to say Westsail really like Hey Troy, my buddy Trent's on his way from the Wilmington area, but I want to try to have things close to where he can. That valve to the hose is open, the valve to the stick up is closed. We'll stop there. But on the fuel system, this is the pump. Disconnected, close that valve. I want to make sure I'm like routing right. I believe that one it comes up and over, and that comes into here, which goes here and then out and then around. Now I notice on this filter here, right? And I changed that filter too, but which I think I have. But this isn't blocked. Should it be? This side is. Should I get it nut in there? Or bolt in there? But also, right, there's two tanks, right? And there's two spots. So the fuel goes into here, does its thing. But there's also this one at the top here. Goes back over to here. Is this going back into the filter system and into the tanks like the bulge while it's running, or is this also flowing into here? Do I need to set up some sort of T to both of these to run this on a jerry can, or should I be fine if I hook up the jerry rig here? Please let me know. Love you guys. That's my good friend Troy. Troy spent a long time in his life sailing around the world. He rebuilds sailboats, buys old ones. That's how I found it. Well, I'm not a playing boat guy, but yeah, so if the boat was going to arrive in Key West on the truck tomorrow, like it was supposed to, Troy was the guy who was going to be helping me, the person down there, when he was available, of course. Because he now runs the shuttle service up the Keys, shuttles. If you're ever in the Keys, you need a ride to Key West or back or whatever. They'll pick you up from the airport to go to Key West and pick you back to Miami Airport or time to go home if you want. Just go to Key West for a day. They'll drive you down from wherever, hang out. Like if you're in Key Largo, right? It's a cheap place to stay, but you'll get drunk in Key West and have fun there. Troy will sit around town, sober, show you where all the cool stuff is in Key West, make sure you have a great time, and take you back to your hotel up in Key Largo. Context with the video, so he's watching it through his about. I think that's the idea. Anytime you're sending someone some different questions, send a question as text before they get started. Alright. That video's uploading there. But again, if that pump doesn't work, we do have another one. I still need to splice this line. So I guess that's the next step. Let me go over there and get my electrical tools. I guess I'll just bring I don't know which one. So I get the trick getting out. I didn't bring my lighters in the car. In my trunk actually. So I would like to. I'm going to run down the ladder. Get my lighter. I'll leave the chat. Gosh, I should just try to get Troy to watch the live. So I know he's doing stuff. Yeah. But if he was in chat, it would be great because then I already have his questions. Well, I think he's watching the video right now. The boxes, the checks were double blue, which means currently got the text open and stuff. So I'm getting my lighter and the electric. Hello. Let's close door number 2. Don't have that with the batteries. That means some heat treating. B again.
There was a point where I could just look at a wire. No, no. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. Good question, Troy.
Alright, he wants me to video where it comes from. Change the filter. Confirm whether
tank into the filter, out of the filter, into this tube. It goes down so it goes wrapped around behind me. This is that one. Okay. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so both of the filters go to this T here. So this must be the intake. Right? And we go backwards. Also out. So both filters run to there, to this hose. And then from there to there. And then this one that comes out, which again, I don't know if it actually comes out, I'm just guessing. Goes here to the bottom of this tube. So this was my mistake. I assumed that this was over here. So yeah. Okay. I guess if I would have that's harder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I answered my own question, but it was very nice of course. So he doesn't need to watch the video I'm saying now unless you want to. Alright, so that's good. Let's confirm. There's the luggage, all that. So we got my buff here. Holding on my face. I'm trying to keep this clean. The rags. Let's put the chat back on. He's asking why I'm not pulling out of the tank. I've had 3 other people tell me when I first fire it, since the fuel, even though I polish it, is old, it's good to run it from Jerry and start it just to make sure that I'm definitely not having fuel related issue. Yeah, if I use voice to text, I don't have to tell you I'm texting. Love that. If you're in chat, if you comment on the video, it gives me notifications in case the restream's not working, right? At least for YouTube chat. So that's good. And it also helps with engagement. Comments. So thanks for that. Love you too, of course. Now, we'll splice this one over. Yeah, you see, it's the guy back. Yeah, I think the fuel's good too by doing that. I figured it's good to know how to bypass those systems if I need to, I guess. Because then I'll be able to know how to do it in an emergency or something like that. Yeah, I assume I just put a hose from this filter, this pump, straight into the can. I don't know. I guess I should start bringing my laptop just so I can have chat set up a little. So I'm using it navigating through my phone. And also, it seems like it's easier to use the overlay stuff. Filter even brand new? say don't go straight to the pump. But that tea, I don't know what tea. I guess my question is, how do I know it's not pulling from the other tank? I closed one valve. Or, well, I guess I closed both valves. Here. You want me to... So this valve closed. I guess it could suck some fuel from this filter in the process. I don't know. Like if... Oh, I see. Okay. These are colored for starboard and port. So if this one just closed on the starboard side, right? Okay, and then this one I have on port only, okay, and then this is the port one, right? I put the jerry can here. Should only pull from this side into the thank God whoever had this lasted a lot to help me, bro. They did so much to help me. They even put green on the hose, so you know. Okay. Oh. I mean, they're brand new cans and brand new fuel, but I think it probably is about the top of the tank for single fuel cans. No, there's not. Okay. Okay, there's not no. So yeah, it would be probably disconnected. I could even set up fuel polishing filter rig.
Come here. So you can see what's happening up here. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my right screwdriver for all of these things. It'll be easier than this. Get that tape out of here. Okay. So then, filter. Out. Well. I get some shade up here if I want. Keep it moving something. Alright. Whatever. Just got a box sitting on top of the camera, that's fine, but let's put some shade on it. So we can unscrew this one. Unscrew this. We don't need all of this line right here. Right. In theory, we don't need this pump right now, so let's unscrew this as well. Another pump down there that we're using, right? Okay. Alright. What we do need, yes, is filter in, filter out. Switch these. This can go into the jerry can. This one will go into that pump. So we're just going to change the sides of these real quick. Right. Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah, see, you don't want to use nylon for very long. It's already, the diesel's eating it up a little bit here. But for what we're doing, this is fine. Like, this is to test fire of the engines. And then once we know it runs, we can look up the other fuel system. And if there's a problem with that, then we know it's Yeah, the gimbal doesn't like the box being on it. Alright, let's flip this back around. There we go. Now it's in shade without anything touching it. Alright. That. That's better, I think. Anyways, now so that's not too bad. Chat open again here. Alright, so now, well, open out diesel everywhere again. I will tell you this, when this is all done, I'm gonna love the smell of diesel. It's gonna remind me of the good times of working on the boat. Cause I sure do be putting a lot of my body into this. Alright. Well, whatever, this is kind of backwards, but that's fine. Let's go. Here again in the shade. I'll pump the fan in it again. It's up there again. Shade. Alright. Don't think I'm necessarily doing this hose right now, but it's good to have it around. This on real clear. Doesn't fall off, whatever. Then I'm going to stick this here with this filter. Not filter, funnel. Alright. No. Go in here. Back to this. Alright, the T needs to be completely off again, right? This. Okay. Here comes some more diesel. I'm gonna plug this because I told it to flow to this again. Luckily not. Luckily, I guess because the filter was empty, right? Nothing was pumping in the filter. So it was all whatever, it was just chilling. So that's good. But still have that off, This here. Alright. Alright, and this is our jerry can system now. Which I have a bunch of filters for this. So, you know, if anything ever happens to the main fuel system like this, and I have another pump unit, right? Yeah, we don't want to use these nylon fittings for very long. We guys get those replaced eventually. How do we get this to stay upright? There we go. Wedge it in there. Of course. Oh, you can't see. There. So we're wedging this in here next to this filter. So we know where it is and what it does. All that fun stuff. Filters above the pump, which is good. And then put this water drinking water line into the jerry can. We should be good to go with that. So that's that section done. We're at 82 minutes. I'll remember that later. Film it and stuff. Alright, oh yes. We have finished the splice. We started splicing this wire, but we never finished that. I'll bring you over here for that. Try to get some details, finer details of the work happening, you know, when I can. We're going to have to go plug the Osmo into a charger here in a minute. But is that visible? Yeah, it's visible. So we got the wires both bared, exposed. So now, what we're going to do is choose our connection type. And I do want to heat shrink over it as well. So first, let's get this open. Sorry you can't really see me opening these things, but that's less important for the edits than the work thing. So what I'm going to do now is grab a heat shrink. And then I'm just going to make sure it fits over both of them by sliding onto the fatter one first. Excuse me. Working here. So, okay, see, look, we got a little stray over there. Alright, so it slides over, perfect, this one. So after we bring that over, we could just wrap it like this and then heat shrink it. But I want something a little more mechanical to hold there. Get in the bucket. Into the bucket. Get in the bucket. Alright. Hopefully that doesn't blow out of the freaking bucket. Alright, so we're going to go with the crimpy crimp and then heat shrink over top. Alright. So we're going to start in the thinner spot here. It's nice and tight. Where'd I put my lighter at? There it is.
kind of a torch. It's good for this type of stuff, but we don't want to get too close with it. Turn the flame down a little bit. Actually. Come on, fluid. Good job. Alright. Okay, well, as far as the crimp didn't work. Fucking came right. Alright. We're gonna go fuck the crimps. We're gonna braid this wire together ourselves. That one's ridiculous, bro. We'll braid it, heat shrink it, all that good stuff. A little more exposed than that, even. There we go. Right, we're going to slide our heat shrink onto the fatter one again. Yeah, undo this a little bit, get these unbraided themselves. It's like 104 degrees right now, bro. Yeah, see, I like this way better than the crimps. I was trying to do the crimps because this one's crimped, but like it failed, right? The other one failed before we ever got here, and then this one failed when we were still trying to crimp it. Like, this is just better. So the wires are intertwined and braided together. I don't know if you can see that very well or not on that as well. For the focus. Anyways, then we slide the heat shrink over it. Start on the edges. I wish my lighter would start working again. We've got plenty of fuel in it. What is it doing today, bro? Is it because I did it upside down? Let me shut the lid. May need to go get another lighter. It never just works, bro. Like, why would I expect my cigar torch to just work? Maybe twist the fuel all the way. Try to get a big flame out of it, see if that does anything. Alright. That did it. We can't go light flame. It just doesn't like that. Alright, back at it. Well, but now you're not in a good position. You see my hand here? Yeah. Right here. Alright, back over here. Sort of. Alright, that'll work, I guess. There's a bunch of other stuff in frame, but whatever.
Woohoo! It's hot. Okay, well that's what we're trying to avoid doing, lowering the flame, but it won't let us lower it. Try it a little lower, maybe just gradually. Alright, there we go. That is spliced the heat shrink together. Our here. So now our fuel pump is wired again, and our temporary jerry can filter system is set up. That filter was only used in the last pass. It's the third one I used on the polishing, so like should be fine. We do need, or want, I should rephrase, to change the one on the engine, the primary. So that's why I got old fuel in it. Fire go over to my boxes of filters and things that we found yesterday. And see if we have another primary fuel that we can attach to the engine. We're also, I don't know if I should change the oil filter until after I fire it up and I try to change to the new oil as well. Also gotta check coolant levels, figure out how to do that. All that fun stuff. Let's put that in. Charge the Osmo. Alright. Oh, our restream crashed again. Alright. Oh, my toes are going numb. I got bit by fire ants earlier when I was walking on heat. But I think this is more related to because it's a different foot that was swelling up. Like puts up like lotion and stuff on. Well, I'm wondering if all the fuel that I spilled onto this foot, it might cut on my leg. I don't know if I can do with my numb stinging toes or not. Alright, filter box is under the table. I can't lift it out that way. Turn it sideways. There we go. I really didn't want to pull all those other toolboxes out to get to it, so I'm glad. Where's the workbench went? Magnetic work plate only really attaches to the toolbox. There's not much magnetic stuff over here. I mean, maybe on that engine. I think this is for the inline fuel filter. I'm pretty sure this is the oil filter in this one. Am I? So that'll be great when we change the oil filter. Let's leave that one out. Put it back in the box though, so we have our part numbers in case I was wrong. This one, watch this. Perkins Genuine Parts 2656118. Okay. Not deleting one. Secondary spin-on fuel filter and water separation. Perfect. This is the fuel one that I'm about to change right now. Impellers and stuff. All right. I'm gonna leave this box out. Now I'm gonna put it over on the bed. Alright, let's see. Where does the lid attach? Oh, it grabs it. Let this battery charge up for a minute before we head back to the engine compartment. I guess the question is, what else? What else should we be doing in the meantime? Hydrating. We should be hydrating. We should always be hydrating. Check settings. Embedded in stream. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That's something for another day. Alright, so we got this. Put the other one off. Oil, we're waiting. I'm gonna ask Chuck what he thinks about that. Yeah, he's on his way. Said. Oh, we made it. Where are you? Okay, perfect. Chuck is here. That's perfect timing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave the camera here in the shade with the fan blowing on it. Be right back. Oh.
let it slide on you. You don't know where to set it. It's quite hazardous. Well, you know, I've been climbing in and out without the latch. And I was like, well, I don't want to make you guys do that. Oh. This is, yeah, we're live streaming.
Oh, okay.
Not that anyone's watching it, but it makes it
You never know.
Well, yeah, a couple people were in the chat earlier, but it makes it easier to make my short videos later. If everything's already on YouTube, I don't have to have 10 SD cards for the day of working. But this is the new fuel pump I was about to put on.
You definitely got the battery.
Yeah, I don't know if any of those are good or not. I even attempted to put my charger on them to see what it says. There's 2 more under here in this build. The starters on that. And then I don't know if I want to, like, you can't change the oil when it's cold, right? So,
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, exactly. So I figured we got to start it with the old oil, but, and then the transmission fluid's kind of the same deal. Coolant, I guess I could maybe change, but I don't even know.
Well, the coolant should be a sealed deal, you know. It should only go around to that inch.
Yeah. Well, I guess I haven't checked the levels of that yet. So maybe I just need time.
Yeah.
And I got 2 gallons. That's pretty cool. So,
Wait,
I got 2 gallons.
I mean, where are you going? You probably use more of it.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. But, yeah, I imagine running this thing. It doesn't take a lot to push this boat, right? It's designed to be moved by air.
Yeah.
So this basically at just above idle will push this at its full speed 6 knots.
Nice porthole.
Yeah. I'm guessing this seal is leaking because of this.
Yeah.
Right. But that's a when I get to Florida problem for me right now. Unless this doesn't fire up and if we can't figure it out, then I'll fix that before I go back home and try to make more money again. But I would like to.
Have you checked to see if the fiberglass are weak?
When you, when I'm walking on it, I stomped in that spot and I didn't feel any softness. So you know I don't.
It might just be decorative. Basically.
Yeah, that's the so like above this you can feel the fiberglass, right? So I don't know.
It's probably just a decorative piece of wood with another piece on the front.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
probably hold lights and other bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I would say if I was going to go try to cross over to like Australia or some shit, I definitely would want to fix that first because you know have a bunch of water hit that spot.
Oh yeah.
But motoring down the Key West, I don't think, especially since I'm not sailing, I'm tilting the boat sideways like that.
I don't think it's going to be a problem anymore. I think it's just, a lot of the wood in here is just decorative.
Yeah, I have the same thought process. It does look scary though.
Yeah. A lot of the fiberglass shouldn't have anything to do with the wood.
Yeah, true.
Woo!
Huh? Oh yeah, I was literally about to do that when Chuck texted me that you guys were here.
That's about all I know about these. Decided they had blood points like that. Yeah, I got some got 3 or 4 of them.
I downloaded the manual on my phone, but it's like a very, I think someone scanned it with the scanner in the 90s. It's pretty hard to read the PDF.
They did a lot of small things. I was trying to figure out the fuel system, the valve, the color, green, red, which makes it little things like that that we can do. Yeah. Well, that's why
A lot of people put teeth back to these wood.
It's not one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
yeah.
What are you trying to do for?
Another room to work. Yeah, it's for a modern boat with a lot of
We'll probably just want to rack this crank it without that tool. Unless he got another one, there's no reason. So, yeah, so you're going to have to probably change the color.
That one.
I would wait. Because that might, I don't know if that has any pressure on it. Fuel might have any pressure, but that might be bad for it. Well, then you'll have to take the pressure off. See if she turns over at least.
Yeah.
Alright, some flow points here.
Yeah. So there's 2 tanks. That's where one of the tanks. Yeah, and then I. To be honest with you, I really don't know. But I'm going to start dumping water in the fridge. That should be ready for the hose. I don't know. It's so good. Huh?
Both folks got lights on them.
Are they not supposed to?
I don't know.
I figured that's why they call them glow by.
No, they glow because they're
Well,
but that should be in the engine. It shouldn't be up here.
okay, I don't know. Let me Google that, I guess. What happened?
I said, if this got to go in here and stay, we got problems.
Bird. Where do I plug both plugs into Okay. Oh. Kurt, they screw directly into the cylinder near each fuel injector. Okay, so that might not be.
Yeah.
That might be something else.
I think that's the light.
Kurt. Alright, well, in that case, whatever is supposed to be installed is probably in the engine already. That's what we're good.
We have to.
Yeah.
I think a bunch of the glow plug here. Now, how do you come back?
Get some water in there. Is that I did drain the nose, but I didn't get it. Flip the fuel pump switch here. Tighten it up. Those valves. So because yeah, because it drip. Yeah, that's why it's so good. But I guess I should have batteries for my multimeter. I brought it, but I don't have any batteries for it. I guess I don't know if it's any power from here.
Check your breaker panel too.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But you know, my breaker for the fuel pump is just a little toggle switch. Well, I'm going to turn off the fuel pump switch. I'm going to pick that one and see if that turns on. I have to turn it back on, I guess. Because I don't know. I have a multimeter but no batteries for it, so it's point. It's useless. Let me latch this before I get myself. Yeah, I mean, you happen to have any really matter? I don't know. I'm not going to disconnect these entirely. What I'm going to do is put a splice where this in line to this. That way, it doesn't work. It's just like that. Yeah, we can at least take it. Yeah, it's true. But the plan wasn't done. I'm not really prepared to execute the plan. Make flips. Yeah. Well, yeah, the question is if this pump works, then the bolt this in. At that point, we splice these properly. Fill them. doesn't get power, then I have a function. I have like to figure out something. Or I guess I just wire.
Well, it might be the battery.
Well, this is a brand new battery. I mean, there's one that says main, but I have that on. I don't know. That's why. Woo. Forgot that's not latched. Sorry. Does it sound like it did anything? I'm gonna say that means it didn't do anything. Alright, yeah, switch it back on again. Oh, yeah. No, alright. Alright, turn it off here.
Yeah, they might not be on the same battery.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what, it's about to be directly on that battery in a second, though.
If you got all the wiring for the motor, we have to charge too. That might just be the smarter motor than the battery. Anything come on inside?
Yeah. Outlets work with that switch on. Some little LED lights that came on, the navigation, the radio. Yeah. Again, you may, I don't know where the other battery would be to bring power over this way. Not, they're hooked to an inverter, and that's it right now. And then there's two under the bilge that I haven't figured out what they're hooked up to yet either. There's some wire running that way, but I don't know if they're over there. Yes, nothing worked until I plugged that battery in. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but we haven't got this motor.
Well, I mean, whether you can try, I guess they got it.
Yeah, it should probably come out. I don't know. See, look on YouTube. See. Let's see what the how long you need to hold this button on the previous one. Man, how you doing? Yeah, we're here to figure out the correct starting speeds.
Yeah, down. You're talking about the one on the panel here by the companion way? Yeah, by the companion way. Yeah, yeah. I've replaced it with a new one. Now, I haven't plugged in this per inverter link 200 thing yet. Does that need to be plugged in to the low voltage cord that's back there? Okay. I do see a button here. Yeah, there's a button that goes behind the panel. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. So you're saying press the button. What about this button next to it? Oh, okay. Yeah. So this button here. That's why. So I think this one is the fourth one. Yeah, it started to turn over for a moment. So we got that one there. Yes. Do you need to switch anything other than just the one that's labeled here? Because that wasn't. So you've got anchor lights, tricolor, bow lights, streaming lights, stereo, fuel pump on one side, and then the bilge and the showers and cockpit lights and all that, and the controls. That's right. Well, the fuel pump doesn't either. So I'm trying to figure out if I can just change the pump out. Yeah. Oh yes. The broker I hired on there had me pay an invoice for Perkins Company, and all that company closed down. You would charge that, give me another deposit, and all this and that. Anyways, I'm pretty sure they just stole my deposit. Yeah, right now I've got the seat back, the valve closed, and I've got the valve open to the big hose you have here, and that's into a 32-gallon pressure. If the water is not under pressure, so like yeah. It's just going from that wall water filter straight from that hose on the traffic. I didn't see any visual production. You might have told me. I was hoping to the worst case scenario is you get it going, go back and forth and go. I have not yet. Yeah, I need to get the, yeah, I'm gonna try to look up this new, because the switch isn't here to do anything, just to see. Yeah, but I indicated that it's trying so. But again, right now, yeah, my buddy Trump and his cousin Kenneth came out. Did you want this sketchbook? I don't know. If you want the phone numbers are in it or the drawings. There's only a couple of drawings and stuff. I think I saw that in the text. I got you. I'll check that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right now I've got the. Right now I've got the stairs. I'll be paying with. Next time I get to all that. I don't even remember. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna try on this side. Just put it through. Oh, this. It's. Yeah, you talk about the primer, you said? Yeah, it's moving. Yeah, just pull it up, get some AC.
You have to put a line of height.
I'm gonna move this one over here. in the hose already, but that's not.
Cliff didn't have that, though. It seemed like it was up and out.
It's diesel, it won't.
I just have a bunch of water on my camera.
Come on out, I'm going down my way right now.
Yeah. Hey boys. I'm doing that run however much more hours
Well, you might want to keep your hand on top, make sure it doesn't get too hot. I know you can run the water through it.
Well, I disconnected the fuel.
Yeah, I know.
But
I don't know how long it's going to run, because you probably got a quarter gallon of fuel on that line.
well, I don't know how to turn it off. Did you hear what he was saying? I didn't think about that until just now. I was like, well, shit. We're running. We got it running.
I don't know how fast this picks it up, but there ain't a lot of water in our guys. I believe.
Coming out two holes. The main one is this hole where the water goes in.
Oh, okay.
I think that pulls off the pipe coming out.
Yeah, so this water's supposed to cool, you know, to have a radiator, right? So
Yeah, no, it just circulates.
Yeah, this is pulling the coolant.
Yeah, it's like the same thing on like a heating system at the lodge with the...
And I assume, you know, the coolant could probably go for 30 minutes without being cooled. I don't know, but I don't want to find out the hard way. I don't want to find out the hard way.
Pulling it in is really important.
Yeah. Oh no, you're helping. You're doing great. Alright. So the fireman's getting the level here over the hose pipe that's on the hose. So the fireman's got more than half of this. Alright, I got one more gallon. Huh?
Do I try to make it go into gear?
Well, if it's been leaking transmission fluid for 2 years, no. You know what I mean? Although, I'm thinking he told me it used to be locked up, I unfroze it by hand, and now it's a runaway diesel. Yeah.
Say
Yeah. Okay.
That's about all that fucking water.
Yeah, it's an anode. That's the anode.
Yeah.
It needs to heat up. It needs to be heating up. Bro.
Yeah, it's supposed to grow into something else does. Sacrificial. Alright. Do you remember how Oscar said he turned this off? Cutting the fuel?
Yeah, cutting the fuel with one of them.
Yeah, it smells. I wish I remembered because we're out of water.
The only thing you could do with air, look for the intake, the air intake, and put your hand over it. Yeah.
But that's not in there.
Oh, there's that red lever to your left. Top left. On the fuel line.
It's not, it's connected, bro.
Oh, I thought that's what the guy was talking about. I don't know. Where is the air intake out of Perkins M50? Near the rear flywheel. That's gibberish to me.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
The way you say it, turn off the fuel, you don't have that line hooked up to the gas tank.
Yeah, no, I took it out a while ago.
You can take the thing and unscrew it and then open it up so that the fuel will stop running in. I'll say right at the fuel pump. Fuel pump, the line going out. Yeah. Unscrew that and then just take that line off. Well, eventually it's got to run out of gas.
Well, it only uses half a gallon an hour. But,
Yeah. With that clamp so where you don't lose.
okay. Well, it's not any hotter than it was just sitting in the sun yesterday right now, so that's...
Well, I'm going to have to put some more water in here.
You're out of water.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm nervous.
You should have put the bucket under it and catch the water that coming out.
Yeah. Well, we still got a lot of things different than we did. But, you know, it runs. Like, in theory, whenever it
You
stops.
think that the air intake?
This?
No, no, a big one. Yeah, what is that? Oh, that's the exhaust. Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, this is what's coming out that way. This could be air.
No, that's water.
Okay. This is what, yeah, you're right. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know what it is.
You would think it'd have an air box.
I think it's that one.
No, that should be your water cooling.
All of it?
All that should be water cooling.
Yeah, I don't know. Set by the flywheel on the top. I knew it was
There should be a filter on it or something.
yeah, you too.
I would think this line's there.
No, that's water too, Cliff. It's all.
This is not water.
It's water. It comes in from up here and goes through that and goes through the heating
This line
system.
goes to here. It goes to the exhaust.
Exactly. It put water through the exhaust to cool it, Cliff.
That's the water line.
I guess we just got rid. Some air.
I turned it off.
Okay, listen. Okay, we might as well get some air coolant going down in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep the top half cool. I don't know.
Tell me.
That's the one problem with diesels.
So where does the air come into this thing?
I don't know. You done turned the main off, didn't you?
Huh?
Turned the main off, didn't you?
Turn what up?
The main switch.
Oh, yes, I did. It's back on. And then...
See, that's the problem. They don't have that all working.
Well, I just turned the engine controls on. If I did anything.
Yeah, technically it shouldn't need any electricity at all to run.
Yeah.
Call the guy back. Call the guy back. Well, he said he only knew 2 ways to cut it off, and we done tried one of them.
Right.
Here, let me get down here and take a look.
Give me that soda, Chuck.
You know how big is where that area thing is? I'm trying to find the air intake. I think is it right next to the eliminator belt? I can't hear it. I'm too close that I can hear it.
Yeah, that little tiny bit. I do see fuses.
Yeah.
I do see fuses.
Yeah.
Or unplugging.
Yeah, it is nice.
So, is that round thing on the back of it, back there on the back side?
I think that's what we lost back there.
Cut off the back.
I can get back out of the intake, but I don't know.
don't think that's it.
I'm gonna keep watching. Someone's like a man private.
Yeah, he said I think it's that big round thing on the back. Big cross. Yeah. Yeah. So does this engine have an air filter?
Yes,
Because we did have like 2 or 3 hoses that are coming off the back right now. We don't know which one is good. On the back side, yeah, I'm always thinking that was Huh? He was saying it's like a 3-inch hose. No, he was still talking about that. Yeah.
This one maybe? Alright, good idea. I'm guessing it's this one because this goes to the manifold there. It's on the 3-inch hose on the left side by the alternator belt. Yeah. Okay, so it's is that the stern of the vessel?
Hey, don't put your hand. I think that big round one under you is the intake. Put your foot back over that. No good.
Thank God.
Definitely got to figure out a way to turn this thing off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I need to figure out where the actual fucking intake is. If it's this thing.
I'm pretty sure it's that thing you said. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Well, I mean.
Because it gotta have a filter on it.
Well.
And that's the only biggest thing enough thing to have a filter.
Yeah, but if he uses that to turn off, why has he got 19 fucking hose clamps on it?
Yeah, because you probably don't want the air coming in, but I don't know.
That's fair. Well,
I guess if you open it up, you should be able to tell if it exhausts. You should have the exhaust stuff.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, now we know it runs.
Yeah.
And we know why it uses so little gas.
And I would probably like.
I'm not gonna fire it up again until I have a constant source of water.
Yeah.
Let's just hook up the lines we just took off trying to get this thing, get everything piped back up so we don't have no leaks or anything.
Yeah, for sure. That's fine.
We got one step forward. So
Oh, yes.
now
yes,
we got to take one step back to look.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I need a...
We're not going backwards, we're just stepping back to look.
Yeah, I need to open up the fucking hard-to-read PDF on my phone, find out where if this is in fact the air intake. If it is, I want to put like some sort of like valve that I can shut.
Yeah, you could just you could get a plastic valve from this.
Yeah.
You definitely need to familiarize yourself with the engine, period.
But honestly, it might be easier just to fix the control panel and get it to cut off like it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's true too. I gotta figure out how to do that then.
Well, I imagine that you just need to like change the electronics to it. So there shouldn't be a couple of things. There should be like something that governs the electricity going to the engine and everything.
Okay, yeah.
And that should have to do with cutting your power off.
Yeah, you would think the stop button here would do it.
Well, that's why it's supposed to be connected, but he done AFO to engineered. Some of this stuff is missing out of here.
Yeah, sure.
Get rid of that other pump.
This one? Yeah.
See, this piece came out of it.
Yeah.
So probably it's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able to fix that. I don't believe. I don't know why it came out of this instead of coming off the hose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're lucky,
Yeah,
it's,
we'll plug this. I'll plug this one into there at some point.
if you're lucky, it's the buttons. It could be that just that control panel. You might be able to just grab another control panel right there and put it in here.
search this thing out so you can figure out a way to stop it through this button.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pull the control panel out and get behind there.
Yeah. All right. That's a research task. I gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
I basically need to get on my computer for the next day or two. I think.
Like I said, you went one step forward,
Okay.
one step back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
took a look. That way you can go forward without going farther backwards.
Well, at least you know it will run a long fucking time on a few drops of gas.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew that. I wasn't. Yeah. You would. Oh. When he said, "Oh, yeah, I have to do this and this to turn it off," I should have said, "Okay, that's."
Well, we needed to know. You needed to know if it was going to crank or not, because that's basically.
Well, that's
if it's
true.
not going to crank, then there ain't no use staying here.
Well, that's true. There's no use getting all the new water.
No, there ain't no use going
That's
any
true, that's
further
true.
if the thing wasn't going to crank.
All right, where did you take this off of?
Should have went that way somewhere.
That way somewhere. Heard. It's only so long. This hose. Oh.
Sorry, man.
Oh, you're good. My nose caught it.
Tight quarters.
Yes, sir.
I'm upside down and backwards. Let me turn around and go forward.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, I'm gonna put this fuel back on. I know where that goes.
Oh, it goes.
Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I was like, there's only so many spots it could be. In theory.
Yeah, that's what I thought with the air intake because it's got that little round
Yeah, I
air
mean,
intake
yeah.
filter there or vent thing there.
I mean, it makes sense to me. It wasn't sucking any air, but maybe it was. Who knows? Maybe that is the air intake.
And no, that's for it's it pushes the O. It used air to push the O, I think.
Okay.
Here, let me see you.
Yeah, the bit for the other one's in the bilge somewhere. Oh. I can't see it. So it basically looks
But
like
honestly, I don't know. I mean, you might, unless you know somebody and have friends, you might be cheaper trying to fix it up here, man.
well, yeah, it's definitely cheaper to leave it here than it is over down there.
Well, mechanics, I bet, would be cheaper too.
Yeah.
Because you know everything's gonna be crazy expensive down in the middle of nowhere, Florida.
Yeah. The thing is, in Florida, I have an income in my own truck and my own bed.
Yeah.
If this guy would tell me that me and my dog could stay on the boat here for a month,
Yeah.
then I could stay here a month. But paying for a hotel and a rental car ain't gonna. I can't do that for too long.
Well, I would just be more thinking about like getting a mechanic or one of these guys that do this to come over and do your boat and get it ready to sell for you.
Yeah.
And you
Tell
might.
him, hey,
yeah.
I need a way to turn it off.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I
For a
need,
mechanic that knows these boats, that should be like a 10-minute job.
Yeah, that's true.
But for you, it's going to be hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna. They're closed today and tomorrow, but I'm gonna email Jim because I don't have his cell phone number, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And tell him, okay, here's what I need. I need a mechanic that can turn this off. The impeller works great. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I mean, I have extras, but it sucked up the water real fast, so
Yeah.
we know how to work it.
Yeah, I need.
What do you need that for?
Oh,
Magnet.
I've got a couple. Just I have a couple, but I don't. I'm just going in blind. I guess it might work blind. Either way, turn it off. And transmission fluid leak, he said. So
Yeah.
if I'm gonna pay someone to come here, I might as well have them do that too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying about it. You know, if you're going to have to deal with all the transmission and all of that,
Yeah, I agree.
and I'm sure the wages here are cheaper than Florida.
Oh yeah. Again, I can probably. So I've already paid for my hotel and my car until Wednesday. I could probably do another week and still be able to afford a month-long trip down
Yeah.
after that. So you know, if he can get,
Well, yeah, you should call around and see if somebody around.
well, yeah, that's the thing. Try to get someone who can come here and do those things.
Look.
No, it's maybe from that angle I can get in because it's sloped, right?
Yeah. You know where it at.
Huh?
I said, you know where it at.
Maybe. It's. I have a rough idea of it's under the engine somewhere, but you know it's.
Be careful getting in and out.
Yeah. Of course. Here we go. You got those all the way on the side. Put that in there. Thank you. Alright, you guys want to go to lunch or something? My
Yeah,
treat?
go get some lunch or something.
Yeah.